You're walking down the street when a tiny puppy catches your eye. Its fluffy tail wags excitedly, and you can't help but feel a burst of joy as it clumsily trots towards you. Your heart melts. But later, you see a baby in a stroller. You look, expecting a similar reaction, but nothing. No warm fuzzies, no urge to coo. And you start to wonder, what's wrong with me? Am I crazy for not finding babies as cute as puppies? If you've had these thoughts, you're definitely not alone, and no, you're not crazy at all. While it's true that lots of people swoon over babies, and rightfully so, there's something about puppies that just grabs the attention of almost everyone. But why is this the case? What is it about puppies that makes them so irresistibly cute? Well, scientists have been curious about this too, and they've done some digging to figure it out. What makes something cute? A study has revealed that our attraction to cuteness plays an essential role in human survival. Humans are born less developed than many animals who can walk almost immediately after birth. Because of our premature state at birth, we need extensive care, making it crucial for our young to appear cute to ensure they receive necessary attention. One research showed that our brains react differently when we look at a baby's face compared to an adult's face. When we see an adult, the process starts in the eyes and then moves to the back of the brain, where we have a special area just for recognizing faces. But when we see a baby, another part of the brain that handles our feelings and pleasures lights up at the same time as the face recognition area. This double reaction makes us notice babies very quickly and gives us a strong, immediate feeling that makes us want to take care of them. This dual reaction in the brain means that when we see a cute baby, they grab our attention almost instantly, so quickly that we're not even fully aware of it yet. Within just a moment of seeing a baby, our brain kicks into high gear, signaling that this baby needs care. Scientists have also created a way to measure cuteness using specific features like how big the forehead is compared to the face, how chubby the cheeks are, and how large the eyes are. As people get older, their cuteness naturally decreases because their facial features change. These changes mean that over time, people's faces don't grab attention as quickly as they used to. So why then people find puppies cuter than babies? Jessica Gall-Myrick, an associate professor of communications at Indiana University, conducted a study to understand why people enjoy watching dog and cat videos. She discovered that watching these adorable animals significantly improved viewers' moods. People felt more hopeful, happy, and satisfied, and experienced less anxiety, annoyance, sadness, and guilt. They also felt more energized after watching the videos. Even pharmaceutical companies are interested in these mood-boosting effects. When it comes to dogs, looking at them, especially your own pet, activates parts of the brain associated with emotions and rewards. Petting a dog goes a step further, reducing the stress-related chemical cortisol and increasing dopamine and oxytocin, which are linked to pleasure and bonding. And it's mutual. Dogs also experience an increase in oxytocin when they gaze into their owner's eyes. This might sound predictable. Of course, interacting with animals makes us happier. But did you know it could also improve your performance at work? Research has shown that after looking at pictures of puppies, people are more accurate and make fewer mistakes in tasks that require careful thinking and hand-eye coordination. And it turns out that for most people, puppies and kittens generally score higher on the scale of cuteness than human babies. Dog lovers will be happy to hear that puppies are considered slightly cuter than kittens, and even adult dogs are seen as cuter than babies. You might wonder why humans have evolved to find baby animals cuter than our own species. One reason is our influence on the evolution of domestic dogs through selective breeding, changing their appearances over generations. Researchers point out that dogs and cats have been bred to retain juvenile features such as big eyes and large ears, which make them look like babies to us. When we first see them, our brains might think they are human babies, and it's only after we realize they're not. We might still feel compelled to care for them. This reaction to cuteness isn't just beneficial for humans, it helps other animals too. Interestingly, it's not something animals do intentionally to manipulate us. Even fictional characters have been modified over time to appear cuter, with more baby-like features. This is evident in characters like Mickey Mouse and teddy bears, which have increasingly adopted more infant-like facial features over the decades. One journalist humorously but accurately captured why many people might prefer puppies over babies. The sound of puppies yapping is seen as more endearing than the crying of babies. When a puppy stares at you, it's not creepy like when babies do. An attractive person holding a puppy is seen as desirable, while an attractive person holding a baby is questionable. Puppies are seen as cuddly and relatively clean, unlike babies who often deal with diapers and messes. Puppies have a degree of independence that tiny, helpless human babies do not. But that's not all. Turns out, it works the other way around as well. Babies also think dogs are cuter than humans. From as young as 3 years old, we naturally find puppies, kittens, and babies cute. Interestingly, dogs are especially seen as man's best friend, as a study revealed that their faces are generally preferred over those of other humans and even cats. Researchers at the University of Lincoln decided to delve deeper into this by exploring how our bond with animals is influenced by their baby-like features and if our reactions change as we age. While they might have simply listened to children's excited squeals to gauge their attraction to puppies and kittens, the researchers chose a more scientific method. They used eye-tracking technology to study the reactions of children aged 3 to 6. They observed which features of the faces the children looked at most, and in another experiment, they asked the children to rate the cuteness of the faces they saw. To make sure the images were extremely cute, the researchers digitally enhanced them to maximize appealing features like big eyes and a cute button nose, making sure they didn't cross into what might be considered overly cartoonish. They also created less appealing versions of the same images by giving them adult-like features, such as a low forehead and small eyes. These images were presented to the children in 24 side-by-side pairs. The experiment proved their theory correct. Even 3-year-olds were highly drawn to the images of puppies and kittens. Additionally, images of adult dogs were more appealing to the children than those of other adults, with cats coming in second and humans last. The children focused 78% of their viewing time on specific facial features: eyes, nose, and mouth. Since cuteness has been linked to adults' willingness to adopt a baby, the authors suggest that the same could apply to adopting dogs and cats. They propose that the level of conventional attractiveness might also influence how humans care for their pets. The study could lead to further research with practical implications, such as investigating whether the cuteness of an animal in rescue centers affects their likelihood of being adopted. But here's the darker side to cuteness response. Cuteness aggression. Seriously, it's an actual psychological term. Have you ever thought a baby was so adorable that you wanted to pinch its cheeks a bit too hard? Or seen a puppy so cute that you felt an overwhelming urge to squeeze it? This bizarre impulse to show aggression towards adorable creatures has been studied by scientists. It occurs when your brain is so flooded with feelings from cuteness overload that it can't process it all. The theory suggests that when there's too much activity in the brain's emotional and reward centers, the brain begins to introduce negative or opposing feelings to balance itself out. If you're overwhelmed by a baby's cuteness, for instance, you might not be able to care for it effectively, so your brain tries to lessen the intense joy by introducing a counteracting emotion. You might have heard people say that pets tend to resemble their owners, but how much of that is true? Check out this video to see how much your dog's personality is influenced by your own.